They say INFJs are the rarest personality type, but being rare can feel lonely. If you've ever felt misunderstood, drained by shallow connections, or torn between craving deep love and needing space, you're not broken. You're just wired differently. Today we'll uncover the biggest relationship struggles INFJs face, and more importantly, how to turn those struggles into strengths. Quick question. Do you know your MBTI type? Comment it below. I'd love to know if we have more INFJs watching, or if you're here trying to understand one. INFJs make up just 1 to 2% of the population, which means they experience relationships differently from most people. If you've ever wondered why love feels both beautiful and overwhelming, this video will help you understand why and what you can do to thrive. 6. Core struggles plus solutions. Struggle. 1. Feeling misunderstood. INFJs crave deep emotional resonance, but most interactions feel surface level. This leaves them feeling unseen and emotionally distant. You might find yourself withdrawing or bottling things up because explaining yourself feels exhausting. Partners may misinterpret this as disinterest, when in reality, you're craving someone who just gets you. Solution. Communicate your need for depth early in relationships. Rather than waiting for someone to read your mind, express what matters to you. Say things like, "I really value meaningful conversation. It helps me feel close to you." This filters out people who can't meet you where you are, saving you months, even years, of emotional frustration. Viewer. Question. Do you struggle to find people who get you, or do you keep it all inside? Struggle 2. Emotional overload. INFJs absorb other people. Emotions like sponges, which can feel amazing in love, but exhausting when constant. You may pick up on your partner's moods instantly, which makes you compassionate, but also drained when the energy is heavy. It can feel like you're carrying their emotions on top of your own, and eventually you might burn out. Solution. Schedule alone time deliberately. Treat solitude like an appointment with yourself. Meditation, journaling, yoga, or even a solo walk can reset your emotional system so you can show up fully when it matters most. The more you recharge, the more love you can give without resentment. Viewer. Question. Are you someone who recharges in total silence, or do you just need a small circle of safe people? Struggle. Fear of vulnerability. INFJs want intimacy, but often fear being hurt, leading to emotional walls. This creates a push and pull dynamic. You crave closeness, but as soon as you feel too exposed, you may shut down or retreat. This can confuse partners who think you've suddenly gone cold. Solution. Take baby steps. Share a little more each time, and notice who responds with empathy. You can start small. Share a worry or a personal story and observe how they react. Not everyone will be safe, but the ones who are will create a space where you feel truly loved. Who's the one person you trust with your thoughts? Tag them or drop A in the comments. Struggle. 4. Overthinking and idealism. INFJs can idealize partners and overanalyze every interaction, setting unrealistic expectations. You might replay conversations, look for hidden meanings, or get disappointed when reality doesn't match the idealized version in your head. Over time, this can sabotage relationships by putting pressure on your partner to be perfect. Solution. Practice grounding techniques, journaling, mindfulness, or even breath work. Remind yourself that love is about connection, not perfection. Keep a journal where you list moments of real connection instead of mental mistakes. This trains your mind to focus on what's working. Viewer. Question. Do you tend to replay conversations at night? Be honest. We've all done it. Struggle. 5. People-pleasing INFJs hate conflict, often sacrificing their own needs to keep the peace, which breeds quiet resentment. Over time, This can lead to burnout and emotional disconnection from your partner because you feel unappreciated or invisible. Solution: learn to say no with compassion. I'd love to help, but I can't right now. Start with small boundaries, like choosing the restaurant or asking for a quiet evening when you need it. Healthy boundaries aren't rejection. They are what make love sustainable. Viewer prompt: what's one boundary you wish you could set in your relationships right now? Struggle 6. Needing space but fearing rejection. INFJs need solitude to recharge, but fear their partner will feel unloved when they withdraw. This can create guilt. You want alone time, but worry it sends the wrong message. The result? You either avoid taking the time you need or disappear without explaining. Solution: explain that alone time isn't rejection. It's what allows you to return more present and loving. Use phrases like, "I need to recharge so I can show up for us fully." Partners who understand this will give you space, and those who don't may not be the right fit. Viewer: question: have you ever had to explain this to someone? How did they react? How to thrive. Practical framework. INFJ relationships work best when they are balanced. Depth without drowning, space without disconnecting. Here's how to thrive, not just survive. Practical tips. Regular emotional check-ins. Talk about emotional needs before resentment builds. A simple, "How are we doing?" can prevent misunderstandings. Creative outlets. Channel your feelings into art, writing, or music. This gives you a healthy release without overwhelming your partner. Selective social circle. Choose quality over quantity. A few deep connections beat dozens of shallow ones. Self-compassion. Accept that you're not too much. You're just highly attuned. Give yourself the same kindness you give others. Shared growth. Pick a personal development activity to do with your partner. A book, a course, even journaling prompts. This keeps you both evolving together. What's one thing you could do this week to make your relationships feel lighter, not heavier? You deserve relationships where you feel seen, safe, and celebrated. Until next time, take care of your energy. The right people will love you for exactly who you are. Call to action. If you're an INFJ, remember this. Your sensitivity is your strength, not your weakness. Share this video with someone who needs to understand you better. And comment which struggle resonated most. I might make a follow-up video on that specific topic. Subscribe for more deep dive videos on personality psychology, relationships, and self-growth.